I need space. Can you move out for a month while I figure out if I want you? She asked. I replied, take all the time you need. Then I packed that night and started dating her cousin a week later. She lost it when we showed up at Thanksgiving together. Hey viewers, before we move on to the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you want to see more stories like this. Thanks. Let me set the scene. I met Sarah, 27F, 3 years ago through mutual friends at a casual barbecue in the city where we both lived. She was vibrant, funny, the kind of person who could light up a room with a story or a laugh. I was the steady type, working in IT, good job, reliable paycheck, not the flashiest guy, but the one who'd show up. We clicked fast. She was pursuing a graphic design gig, freelancing on the side, and I was all in from day one. Supported her through the ups and downs, you know? When she lost a big client early on and couldn't make rent, I covered it without a second thought. We're a team, I'd say. I meant it. Our life together built up gradually. We moved into a cozy apartment after a year, nothing fancy, but it had a great view of the park, and I handled most of the bills while she built her portfolio. I'd come home from long days debugging code to find her sketching at the kitchen table, and we'd cook dinner together, talking about dreams. Hers were big, traveling, starting her own studio, living that free-spirited life she posted about on social media. Mine were simpler, stability, maybe a house someday, building something lasting. I thought we balanced each other. But looking back, there were cracks I ignored. Little things at first. She'd scroll through her phone late at night, liking posts from old flames or influencers living jet-set lives. Look at this guy. He's backpacking through Europe on a whim. That's living, she'd say, half joking, but with this edge. I'd laugh it off, suggest we plan a trip, but she'd wave it away. You're always so practical, Alex. Sometimes I just want spontaneity. It stung, but I chalked it up to stress. I sacrificed a lot without complaining. Skipped guys' nights to help with her deadlines. Dipped into savings for her new laptop when hers crapped out. Flashback to one night. She was crying over a rejected pitch, and I stayed up until 3 a.m. reformatting her resume, assuring her she was talented. I don't know what I'd do without you, she said then, pulling me close. I believed we were solid. Then the dismissiveness ramped up. About 6 months before the blow-up, she started hanging out more with her creative friends, the types who bragged about side hustles and one-night adventures. She'd come home late, smelling like craft beer, and brush off my questions. Just networking, babe. You wouldn't get it. It's not your scene. One evening, I planned a surprise date. Tickets to an art exhibit she mentioned. She showed up an hour late, distracted, checking her phone. This is sweet, but honestly, it's a bit safe. I need more edge in my life. I swallowed it, thinking I could adapt. But inside it hurt. Was I just a safety net? The real red flags waved in the weeks leading up. Secretive texts. She'd angle her screen away when I walked by. Longer work hours that didn't add up. She'd compare me subtly. My ex was so impulsive. We'd just drive off for the weekend. Or posting memes about settling versus thriving. I confronted her once, gently. Hey, everything okay? Feels like you're pulling away. She rolled her eyes. God, Alex, not everything's a problem. I'm just evolving. Evolving. That word stuck with me, like I was some outdated software she was outgrowing. It all culminated one Tuesday evening. I'd had a rough day at work, big project deadline, and came home to her sitting on the couch, legs tucked under her, looking unusually serious. No hello kiss, no how was your day, just straight into it. I dropped my bag, sensing the air shift, and sat across from her. This can't be good, I thought, but I kept my cool. Sarah, what's up? I asked, trying to sound neutral. She sighed dramatically, like she'd rehearsed this. Alex, I've been thinking a lot. About us. About me. I love you, but I need space. Like, real space to figure out if this is what I want long term. Can you move out for a month? Stay with a friend or something. It'll give me time to reflect without the pressure. I blinked, processing. Move out. From our shared apartment? The one I'd basically funded? Space for what exactly? I pressed, keeping my voice steady, though my stomach twisted. She leaned forward, all earnest, but with this smug undertone, like she was doing me a favor by explaining. Look, relationships need tests, right? I've been feeling trapped lately. You're great, stable, sweet, but I need to see if there's more out there for me. Maybe explore myself. It's not cheating or anything. It's just breathing room. You'll understand. You're always so understanding. Her words landed like punches. Trapped? After everything I'd given? And the way she said it. Dismissive, like I was an inconvenience she could pause. I saw the hypocrisy. She wanted me out, but expected I'd wait around like a loyal dog. No mention of her late nights or the guy from her networking group she'd mentioned too casually. I could have yelled, demanded answers, but something clicked. If she sees me as disposable, why beg? I nodded slowly. Take all the time you need. Her eyes widened a bit, like she expected pushback. Really? You're okay with this? Yeah, I said, standing up. I'll pack some stuff tonight. She looked relieved, almost triumphant. Thanks, Alex. This means a lot. We'll talk after, okay? I think it'll be good for us. I didn't respond, just headed to the bedroom. That night, while she watched TV like nothing happened, I gathered essentials, clothes, laptop, important docs. No scene, no tears from me. But inside, gutted, confused. How did we get here? I crashed at a buddy's place, staring at the ceiling, replaying every sacrifice. The unfairness burned. I'd built us up, and she treated me like a trial subscription. But I wouldn't chase. Dignity first. The next morning, I texted her, left my key on the counter. Apartment's yours for now. Then, radio silence from my end. Blocked her temporarily, not out of spite, but to breathe. Let her have her space. Little did she know, it was permanent for me. That first week after leaving was rough. I won't sugarcoat it. Staying on my buddy Mike's couch, I had too much time to think. The confusion hit hardest at night, replaying her words, wondering if I'd missed some massive sign. Trapped? After I paid for her creative retreats and listened to her vent about every bad day, it felt so undeserved, like I'd been demoted from partner to placeholder. I scrolled through old photos on my phone, seeing the sacrifices, me driving her to job interviews, celebrating her small wins with takeout feasts I'd budgeted for. One flashback stuck out, a weekend last year when she was sick with the flu. I canceled a work trip to nurse her back, making soup from scratch while she binge-watched shows. You're my rock, she'd murmured. Now, I was apparently a cage, but I didn't wallow long. Dignity kicked in. I wasn't going to beg or blow up her phone. Instead, I focused on logistics. Found a short-term sublet in a quieter part of the city, a small studio with decent light, perfect for regrouping. Transferred utilities out of my name. Canceled the joint streaming accounts she'd maxed out. Practical stuff, but it helped detach. At work, I threw myself into a side project, earning praise from my boss. You've got fire lately, Alex, he said. Little wins built momentum. I hit the gym, something I'd slacked on while prioritizing her schedule. Started reading those books on self-improvement she'd mocked as boring. If she wanted space, I'd use it to expand mine. About a week in, that's when Emily entered the picture. Emily, 26F, is Sarah's cousin. They've got that family resemblance, but Emily's always been the grounded one. We'd met at holidays, chatted casually. She was studying marketing, worked part-time at a cafe, and had this no-nonsense vibe. After the split, word spread through the family grapevine. Emily texted me out of the blue. Hey Alex, heard about you and Sarah. That sucks. If you need to vent or grab coffee, I'm around. No family drama BS, just neutral ears. I hesitated at first. Her cousin? Really? But it wasn't revenge, it was genuine. Sarah had always downplayed Emily, calling her too vanilla behind her back. I replied, and we met at a neutral spot, a park bench with takeout coffee. The conversation flowed easy. No pity party. She asked about my job, shared laughs about awkward family gatherings. Sarah's always been impulsive, she said gently. You deserved better than being put on pause. One coffee turned into a walk, then dinner a few days later. Sparks flew naturally, shared interests in hiking, bad movies, that stuff Sarah dismissed as basic. Emily was respectful, appreciative. I admire how you're handling this, she told me over pasta. Most guys would lash out. By the end of the week, we were dating. It wasn't planned, it just fit. I felt alive again, not like a backup plan. We kept it low-key at first, respecting the family ties, but it was real. Finally, someone who saw me as the main event. Meanwhile, Sarah's space started crumbling, from what I pieced together later through mutuals. Turns out, her request wasn't just reflection, there were hints of someone else. Late-night texts I'd ignored? Probably a guy from her creative circle. Let's call him Jake, a wannabe photographer with a trust fund and a reputation for flakiness. She dove in headfirst, posting cryptic stories about new beginnings and embracing chaos. But karma doesn't wait. Jake was all thrill, no substance. He ghosted after a couple weeks, leaving her high and dry during a rough patch at work. She lost a freelance gig because she was distracted, blowing deadlines. Friends started distancing. Turns out, they'd seen her dismissive side too. One mutual texted me, "Dude, she's unraveling. Keeps asking about you." I stayed detached. Unblocked her after a bit, but no outreach from me. Let the silence speak. The unfairness still lingered. Why did I have to rebuild while she played games? But sitting with it clarified things. This wasn't loss, it was liberation. By month 2, Emily and I were solid, planning a weekend getaway. Life upgraded. Sarah's first attempt came via text, about 3 weeks after I left. I'd just gotten back from a date with Emily, feeling good, when my phone buzzed. "Hey Alex, how's it going? Miss talking. Can we chat sometime? I think I figured some stuff out." Polite, casual, like testing waters. I stared at it, feeling a flicker of that old confusion, but no pull. "Figured stuff out?" After kicking me to the curb? I replied short, "Not much to chat about. Take care." She didn't let up. A day later, a longer message. "Come on, don't be like that." I needed space, but I realize now how much you mean to me. It was a mistake. Let's meet and talk it through. Excuses rolled in, twisted logic about how everyone needs breaks, and it strengthened us. I ignored it. Then call started. One evening, as Emily and I cooked dinner, my phone rang. "Sarah." I answered, keeping it neutral. "What do you want, Sarah?" Her voice was syrupy at first. "Alex. God, it's good to hear you. I've been a mess without you. Jake was nothing, just a rebound. I see now you're the real deal. Can you come over? We can fix this." "Rebound," I said calmly. "You asked me to move out to reflect. Sounds like you reflected right into someone else's bed." She backpedaled fast. "It wasn't like that." I was confused. "You're always so understanding, forgive me. I love you." Hypocrisy dripped from every word. The girl who'd called me trapped now begged, "No, Sarah, we're done." She hung up, but the desperation ramped. Next, her friends got involved. Toxic enablers who'd cheered her self-discovery. One messaged, "Dude, give her a chance. She's sorry. Don't be petty." Then family. Her mom called, a woman who'd always favored Sarah's whims. "Alex, this is ridiculous. Sarah's hurting. Be the bigger person and come back." Family sticks together. Unpleasant didn't cover it. Guilt tripping, implying I owed them. I shut it down. Respectfully, this is between us. Stay out. Sarah's attempts turned angry after that. Voicemails poured in. "How dare you ignore me? After everything? You're probably with some rebound slut. Fine, rot alone." True colors shone. Smug dismissal flipped to rage. I blocked the lot, preserving peace. Emily supported. "She's projecting. You've moved on." By fall, whispers reached us. Sarah isolated, job shaky. Jake exposed as a serial dater. Broke from bad choices, crashing with friends. Mutuals stopped defending her once truths surfaced. Thanksgiving rolled around faster than I expected, about 2 months after her angry voicemails peaked. Emily and I had been dating steadily, keeping things respectful but not hiding. The family invite came from Emily's side. Her parents hosted every year, and since Sarah was cousins with Emily, it was inevitable we'd cross paths. I could have skipped, but why? This was my life now. I wasn't dodging shadows. Emily assured me, "If it gets weird, we leave. But you've got nothing to hide." She was right. I'd sat with the betrayal long enough. The confusion faded into clarity. Sarah's games taught me my worth. No more backups. In the weeks leading up, Sarah's downfall accelerated. Mutual friends filled in blanks without me asking. After Jake ditched her, she spiraled, quit her freelance steady for a passion project that flopped, racking up debt on credit cards I'd once co-signed. I removed myself early, thank God. Isolation hit hard. Her creative crew bailed when she couldn't keep up the party facade. One night, a blocked number called, probably her, but I let it ring. Her family, toxic as ever, ramped up indirect pressure. Emily got texts from aunts. "Tell Alex to man up and forgive." Sarah's learned her lesson. Unpleasant guilt trips, laced with entitlement. We ignored them. Karma felt earned, not vengeful. She'd treated me like an option. Now life mirrored it back. Broke, crashing on a friend's couch. Ironic, huh? Reputation tarnished. Posts about growth turned to desperate pleas for gigs. I thrived quietly. Promotion at work, weekend hikes with Emily, even started a side coding tutorial blog. The unfairness? It breathed, then dissolved. She discarded gold for glitter. I polished myself. The holiday buzzed with tension from the start. Emily's parents' house, a warm suburban spot with string lights and a packed table. We arrived early, helping set up. Laughter filled the air. I felt at home. Then Sarah showed, disheveled, forced smile, alone. Eyes locked on us instantly. She approached during appetizers, cornering me by the kitchen. "Alex," she started, voice shaky but edged with smug residue. "Didn't expect to see you here." With her. A glance at Emily, dripping disdain. I stayed calm, sipping cider. "Family gathering. Makes sense." She leaned in, desperate now. "Can we talk? Privately? I've changed. That space thing was stupid, I see now. Jake was a mistake. Everything's a mess without you. Please, let's try again." Twisted logic again, blaming space like it wasn't her cruelty. Hypocrisy peaked. She needed me after ghosting our life? "No, Sarah. That ship sailed." Her face twisted. "But we're meant to be." "Emily, my cousin. That's low, Alex." Betrayal. Power reversal hit, her accusing me. I almost laughed, but dignity held. The outburst drew eyes. Emily stepped over, hand on my arm, solidarity. Sarah's volume rose, true colors exploding. "How dare you parade this around? After I gave you 3 years? You're nothing without me, stable, boring Alex. Emily's just a rebound. She'll see it soon." Family murmured. Aunts who'd pushed reconciliation looked uncomfortable. Her mom tried intervening. "Sarah, calm down. This isn't the place." But Sarah raged on, desperate and unhinged. "No, he owes me. I was figuring things out, and he jumps to her? Disgusting. Come back, Alex. I'll forgive you." Hypocrisy laid bare. Forgive me? After her manipulations? I set my glass down, voice firm, evolved. No sympathy, no care for her mess. "Sarah, you asked for space. I gave you forever. You treated me like a temp, dismissive, smug, like I was beneath your evolution. Now, you're irrelevant. I've built better, a job I love, peace I protect, and someone who values me first. Emily's not a rebound. She's real. You're a lesson learned, nothing more." She sputtered, tears mixing with anger. "You'll regret this. Alone forever." I shrugged, indifferent. "Doubt it. I'm happy, thriving. You? Figure that out without me." Emily and I walked away, joining the table. Family shifted allegiance. Uncles nodded approval. Cousins whispered about Sarah's fling exposures. She stormed out soon after, humiliated publicly. Visual reversal stung her. Me toasting with Emily, laughing freely, while she slunk away alone, broke, exposed. Post-Thanksgiving, silence from her side. Blocked for good. Emily and I? Stronger, planning trips, talking futures. No looking back. The betrayal's outrage faded to irony. Her space launched my upgrade. She's powerless now, a footnote in my story. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. What do you think about this story? Share it in the comments.